We would love to spend some time and learn a little bit more about it and what's to come.
Sure. So I started Bit Angels, the first angel network, in early 2013. At the same time that I first moved into Bitcoin, I went to the first Bitcoin Foundation conference, and I realized that there were a lot of people who got in early that were libertarians and geeks and this and that. But when I would talk to friends of mine who were traditional angel investors, traditional financial investors, they had no idea what Bitcoin was and they were afraid of it. And so I've tried to demystify it as much as possible over the years. I mentioned in the book when I went to speak at the New York Angels in July of 2013 when Bitcoin was $66. And I told them about this thing that was going to, change the world economy, and it was a huge opportunity. No one bought. After my presentation, I only got one question, and that was from a retired professor at Princeton in economics. And he said, "Son, you look like a nice young man. I suggest you run away from this as fast as possible because the only thing that Bitcoin is good for is drugs and prostitution." At the end of the decade, the New York Angels did a survey about what they missed out on that they could have bought, and one of the top answers, it was number 2 behind they had an opportunity to buy Pinterest when it was $1.5 million market cap, and they passed on that too. Was buying Bitcoin at $66.
Yeah, I'm excited about the book, Michael, because I believe that this type of education in the market is needed, and there's a gap here. There's still a huge swath of the world that doesn't understand Bitcoin and doesn't understand the nature of the volatility, the context of the volatility, and how they can actually use it to their advantage as opposed to be afraid of this asset class, which is creating generational wealth, right? So I'm excited to see how the world reacts to your book.